the other group of people that are actually greatly affected at the moment too are existing homeowners with a huge amount of equity and probably a reasonable amount of savings. How can they go and get a loan easily? Because I'm hearing stories that that's not the case.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge. Perhaps I can take a step back and say we need to remember that the banks are predominantly cash flow lenders. Yes, they take security. Yes, equity and deposit is very important. But number one, you have to be able to demonstrate your ability to afford the debt and to afford the debt over the term of the loan. So if you are 55 years old and you're wanting to take on a 30-year mortgage term, the bank is going to say, well, hang on, in 30 years you're going to be 85. The chances are you won't be working, so your income stream will be gone. How are you going to pay the mortgage? And that all is wrapped up in their responsible lending practice. The banks have to lend responsibly. So it's a real catch for people who perhaps have really good equity, but maybe don't have a long runway left on their income. So there are ways around it. Two very quick ways. One is exit strategy. If we lend you this money, how are we going to get the money back before you get to the point where you've got no income to be able to service it? And it may be that they have multiple securities, multiple investment properties. They may have a large KiwiSaver, and we can show, well, this client, when they get to 65, they will cash in their KiwiSaver, and that will be enough to pay back the debt. Now the lender's a lot more comfortable because they've got an exit strategy. So that's one thing, exit strategy. The second thing is that there are security lenders out there. There are lenders out there, they're not banks, but they will lend based on the security. So that's a whole nother side of lending, and borrowers really need to get good advice if they're going to go down that track.